Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Salute to every single one of y'all. Don't get a gun involved. You know who I be. Follow me on IG. Yeah. Just got back from the gym. Yo, easy. John want his money, man. Stop playing. That nigga want his money, man. John said, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit nobody's talking about. I won that motherfucking battle. He said that salute. He had just posted today, saluting Easy for the battle, for the experience. He said he stood on business with everything except the 25,000. I think this shit is so fucking funny because I was just thinking, right? Like I said, I was on my way back from the gym and I was thinking about the battle. I watched it a couple times and shit like that. And while it is truly a debatable, this nigga John fucked up the whole plan for everybody. Niggas was really thinking he was gonna go in there and die, son. That nigga did not do that. He fucked up niggas' whole plan, son. Oh, this shit is wild, yo. Niggas ain't gave out the money yet. Nigga John posting pictures with Pat Poole, and he doing all this other shit, man. And rightfully so, man. That nigga should feel like... This nigga, shout out to the fucking... I just came back from Food Lion. Y'all got Food Lion where y'all at? I fuck with Food Lion. That's one of my favorite supermarkets. Food Lion. I fuck with Redner's too. What supermarket? What's your Safeway? I like Safeway too. I don't like Walmart as a supermarket. I can't really fuck with it. But yo, this nigga, he got to get some props. Like, I got to give this nigga a standing ovation, son. The nigga really came to Philly, had a heavyweight fight, and did not, like, he took it 12 rounds, dog. The nigga really went in there, and regardless of how you feel, there is no wrong argument, bro. Except for if you say somebody got 30. I really can't go with that notion. But, son, this shit is wild. I never thought it would be like this, though. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give props and shout out to John and Don for revitalizing, turning around his career. Because he had a couple bad joints, you know what I'm saying? Like, joint, that's a joint, a New York. Not a joint like Philly, a New York, a joint. He had a couple bad joints. He had a couple events that went left. Some people no-showed, some not, you know what I'm saying? Backed out, no-show, whatever you want to call it. Had the Mr. Fab joint, you know what I'm saying, in front of the Sue Surf shit. But with right here, that nigga he just jumped right back into it. He right back into it. Now he can start, like, moving how he want to move, you know what I mean? And I respect it because a lot of niggas had that nigga losing going in there. And even if you felt like somebody got this joint, it's mad debatable, so you can't say the nigga lost. Like, it's really, that's really the way that it's trending. You know what I'm saying? Both did really well. You know what I'm saying? Easy was easy. He was easy that I expected, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I expected him to be back on his heavy punching, his drug bag, I never seen him rebound off the glass and all of that shit. And I knew John was going to be on his heavy angling shit. And that's what he do. He's a phenomenal angler. That nigga is able to angle like no other. You know what I'm saying? Like he was able to say certain shit in the battle, and the way he promoted it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, I know people, you know, the audio shit, I'm not really here to talk about that shit today, but he threw a wrench out there in the beginning of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like rattles your day and shit, like, yo, now you got to think about this, now you got to think about the blog sites, the media, yada, yada, yada. He tried to throw him off. I ain't mad at that either, because, nigga, all, you know, your boy Bear, Paul Bear's, all fairs and warfare for Paul Bear. Yeah, all fair and warfare. That nigga didn't come in there to be friends. That nigga was coming to get that 25,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the way it goes. So, to see John step into that battle, bring his bullpen lions in there, they do their thing, and to be able to really, really, really put their foot down and win some battles meant a lot. Because, like I said, Riggs had one of the better performances of the night, and he was representing bullpen. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple other cats that had some standout performances, you know what I'm saying? And the trenches had some people that did really well too, you know what I'm saying? Jay Moore was nice. I felt like Bill Collector did good. Easy was straight too. Zan did her thing. Like, everybody, I didn't really feel like, from my vantage point and what I saw, there was really no bad battles that night. But, man, back to this, man. John, that nigga want his money, man. That nigga wants his damn money. But it does kind of lead more so Easy being the A side, because if John was the A side, he would have been to him by now. You know what I'm saying? The A side kind of controls that shit. Because I promise you this, and this is my personal opinion, Shout out to all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking shit because I'm walked with clips. I don't think that if the public outcry would have been a lot of people saying Easy won and not less, or if Easy was winning every poll, I think he would have took that shit by now. He'd have been like, nigga, I got 15 polls saying I won. He would have took the shit by now. But they're not going to be able to judge this battle. They will never be able to judge this battle. I'm telling you, it ain't going to be judged. I promise you. Who the fuck is judging this now? What you going to do, judge by the YouTube comments? It's already out. After that the time to judge the battle was when I was sitting in Philadelphia in that warehouse with no bathroom. That was the time. We had to get it done there, man. We didn't get the job done. So I just feel like y'all should give me the money. I mean, I feel like I told y'all the other day, I feel like you should just give it to me, man. I mean, I felt like I did great. And let, you know, whichever one of y'all gives it to me, I'll tell you they the person that won. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'll do my vote over. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to both parties involved, but I had to show some love to John and Don. Like, he's demanding his bread. He wants his money now. I want my money, and I want it now. But I don't think Easy gonna give it to him because he ain't going. He feel like there's people that feel like, there's a lot of people that feel like he won. Bloggers feel like he won. Bloggers feel like John won. A lot of media feel like it's both ways. So I don't think that shit is going either way. I was gonna say shout out to Rare Breed Entertainment before I got out of here. They did drop 2. Well, I don't know if they out yet, but it's going to be Ill Will versus Pain, and it's going to be Verb versus Mickey Factz. I did see both of them. Me and SP is going to break down Mickey Factz versus Verb. We're going to do like a bar for bar. I got him coming through later because I think that battle right there, yo, there's some things to talk about. I'm just going to say, Mickey Factz, for somebody who's been a veteran in this game, does a lot of hip-hop things, be all overseas, touring, and just a phenomenal person to have in battle rap, and a battle rap mind against Verb, and nobody really slacked. Like, this was something that really needs to be broken down. I don't want to sit here and just tell you, I got this person winning because they did that in the third. No, some battles, like this is one that really deserve an analytical perspective from myself and Showtime SP. So he'll be by later to talk about that. But there was another one. Ill Will versus Pain. Will. This battle's going to come out. People are going to see it. I can just talk about it now. You lost. You know what I'm saying? And you might have got 30. I can't even believe that you would take a battle of this nature at this late in the year and not have a third. He didn't have a third round at all. I don't even have to get into the whole battle. Like, I feel like Pain got the first. The second might be a little debatable, but Pain, I felt like he was up 2-0, and then you choked in the third round. I couldn't even believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, hey, cat's out the bag. I mean, it's going to drop. But I'm just saying, like, for your year, y'all felt like you was having a really good year. And unless you was taking a real name that was going, like, you would have had to come out this whole verse beat out. You would have had to be pulling Iron Solomon out the closet, or so you'd have had to be, it was going to have to be some shit, bro. You was going to need some shit to surpass everybody else who was out here anyway. And to take a battle like Pain, regardless of where you was at, it's a little different. Because that's not a good jump. Like, to end your year like that. Now, I know that you probably, you know what I'm saying, gonna look at it. And then the thing is, what's the bad part about when you lose a battle, like how you're gonna wind up losing the Pain, and I'm only talking about it because he didn't have a third round. He rapped like 2 bars and was like Yaktown, so I mean, fuck it. You're gonna see it anyway. The thing about it is the person who you beat, who beats you is not going to get the love and respect that they get. And Pain was going insane. Like, he was wigging on you. He had some Will flips that I said, I'm going to leave Pain over Will. Like, he got left out of one. I said, oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? So to see you get dusted off like that is wild. But like I said, he's not even going to get the respect that he deserves, because people are only going to be looking at the fact that you at full strength should have been able to beat him, or that you didn't do your thing. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you're going to be able to jump right back in your bag. That wasn't the Hitman. That was not the Hitman. That was more like the Rosenberg Raw version of Will. And that's the version of Will that while Froze gets the win, shout out to him and everything that he got going on, people know that you didn't give it your all. So that's why I be saying that y'all be taking these battles just for like Christmas or just whatever the case may be. You got a bad joint on the way. You got a bad joint on the way. You know what I'm saying? Still my man. I got no issue with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call it like I call it so I can't spoil it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do the booking and you get the cooking and you get cooked, it just is what it is. Like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just the analyst. I just watch this shit. You know what I mean? But other than that, salute to every single one of y'all that watch this content, whether religiously or in passing. Yo, watch the math interviews that he did with My Expert Opinion. I was watching the joints with Twerk and Geechee and Ace Amin, and they were talking about a lot of this shit in battle rap, from being role models to having control of your entourage and shit, like when you go to these events. And it's true. Like, the more, and I'll say this from me being like just me, like I ain't trying to be on Hollywood shit. I can only speak from my own experience. I know sometimes people be like, oh, it's not about me. I'm just giving you a perspective, nigga. When you get into these spotlights and you start going places and you able to bring people with you, and you could bring 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and you could bring niggas with you. You know what I mean? You got to know who you could bring versus who you can't bring. I can't bring everybody that I know. Everybody I know can't go to the show. Because if you bring the wrong person there, they hit somebody with a bottle, or they wild out, or something happens, it's on you. Whoever comes with you is on you. If I bring my people somewhere and somebody gets killed, his mama gonna be looking at me like he came with me. So they was talking about that type of stuff, about, you know, some people don't even have the type of stains, shout out to New Jersey Twerk, to even have command over people to be like, yo, chill, y'all, nah, we not doing that in here tonight. But you, like, it's for real. And I thought that was a dope conversation. And then I watched all of them, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Math Hoffa for continuing to get battle rap, you know what I'm saying, back in that light, because I know he did a lot of the hip-hop stuff for a while, but he's back on his battle rap shit. Some of it be messy, but it works, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, I love the one where he was talking about the Big K. When he was talking about the Big K battle, he said he's in his hotel room, he listening to the outside of the joint. This is before audio. Before audio, you had to just hear shit. So he here direct outside the door talking to Big K, bro. Y'all gotta listen to that fucking conversation. That shit is hilarious, man. Shout out to motherfucking Math Hoffa and everything that he's been able to do. I've been giving him shout outs the past couple of days because I feel like what he's been able to do is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my network partners, Fox 5, continuing to keep us in the light, continuing to keep our status going, and this run that we've been on has been amazing throughout 2023. We will be back in 2024 with more, and you know, it just is what it is, man. Spreading the light, love, and positivity. And I did say to myself that in the end of some of these videos, you know what I'm saying, you know, I will tell people some things, because people like, oh man, you should give people advice and shit like that, like how you got where you got, what did you do, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So I figured I'll start doing that more, you know what I'm saying. And if you don't want to hear that type of shit, like, man, fuck this nigga, you can cut this shit off, you know what I'm saying. Like, I told you I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna call it that part. I told you I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna hold you if you don't wanna hear that shit. But let's talk about like Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Christmas is coming up. A lot of people be asking like, yo, you spending what you getting? My thing is this, like, getting stuff is cool, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes experiences and doing things is a little bit better. Like this year, I'm gonna take my family on a trip, you know what I'm saying? Like we going somewhere, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Doing different things. They ain't want, they was like, yo, if we could get money and we can go on a trip, we'd rather do that than just buying a bunch of stuff. Because buying a bunch of stuff, like, it'd be cool, but then a lot of that shit just sit on the floor. Kids, yo, I used to look at it like this. I buy the kids gifts and toys and stuff, and then all year I'm begging them to clean up what I bought them, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, for me, it's just not a thing, you know what I'm saying? And I would tell other people, like I was saying yesterday, the beefing, like y'all be like for artists and for people in real regular life, y'all be like the beefing on social media, like the shit is like out of control now. And I'm not talking about no rappers in particular. I'm just saying in general, like I've said this before, I've never beefed with a person I can block. And I mean that. Like, you're never gonna see me beefing online with anybody. It's just not worth it. It's like, bro, like, what do we get out of that in the end? Yeah, people gonna say things. Yeah, people gonna troll. Yeah, people gonna do things. And this is just regular people in real life. I ain't talking about you gotta be popular in battle rap. Like, fuck battle rap. I ain't even talking about it. I'm just talking about real life. A lot of the time, you can just be like, yo, you know what? Next play. You know what I'm saying? So a next play mentality helps out a lot of people, man, because I've seen people lose their freedom, lose their lives, lose everything just going back and forth with people, you know? I've never had to go to jail or fight or shoot or do anything with a nigga I blocked. Because when they gone, they gone. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back around if they respect you, or if they want to, they're going to try to hit you back up and apologize. You know what I'm saying? This shit will be what it is, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it's two sides of the street. If people don't fuck with you, you just stay on this side of the street, let them stay on that side of the street. As long as they ain't talking about your kids, your mama and shit like that, you know what I mean? It should be all good. But anyway, salute to everything. I'm out of here. Gang, gang.